All right. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Kingdom of the Kael Isles. Yes, this is my custom D&D campaign. The first one I ran. These guys are actually coming close to. The campaign's been running for almost 3 years, so that's impressive. And you should all be very proud of the fact that you have dealt with me for 3 years without killing me. So, I mean, that's a plus. There aren't many people in real life that have dealt with me for that long. Anyway, this is my custom campaign set in strange worlds that tend to torment my players a lot because I'm just that evil of a DM. To kind of bring us into where the story is now. They recently overthrew the corrupt Eladrin government that had been ruling the Kael Isles for centuries, and learned that the head of this government, the Council of One, had been draining everybody in the Kael Isles of their life in order to prolong his own and make him more powerful. So he, they took him out. They got a surprise from a former party member that showed up and kicked their asses to the curb. And they woke up on a different plane of existence. They were rescued by a dude named Aramis, who's super cool. And Aramis saved them from a rampaging Warforged, and brought them back, and eventually brought them to see the Eternal Empress, who is the ruler of the Verdant Empire, which is the empire that basically encompasses the entirety of the Feywild, and a completely different plane of existence, and is currently at war with the 4 elemental planes: the plane of earth, the plane of fire, the plane of water, and the plane of air. So, when speaking with the Empress and the Prince Consort, they found out even more information, and asked for help getting back home so that they could get back to protect their loved ones and everything. And she said that they currently didn't have, the Verdant Empire didn't have the resources to be able to devote to breaking through the barrier that is separating the planes of existence right now, and apologized. And then they got paid, had a slight tiff with the person that had been showing them around, that they never really found out who he was, other than the fact that he liked to talk a lot. And then he teleported them all out of the central spire. And they're now in Alandwil, which is this massive mega city, and have their own porter to kind of take them to the various places in the city, and just kind of lead them around in this brand new place. So, going back to you guys. You guys again are just outside the Verdant Palace, which is where the Empress was, and it's from the outside you guys were just inside of it, and technically inside the central spire of it. But from the outside, you see it is massive, easily the size of the upper city from the Platinum City on its own. And then as you guys kind of look out, the palace itself is kind of raised pretty high above the rest of the city. So from where you guys can see, you can see for miles, and it's just city for miles. In every direction. Or at least the ones you can see. There's a giant palace blocking your view of about half the city. So, when we ended last week, and I know everybody's names are messed up right now. Fade is running slightly late, and instead of playing musical chairs with the names, I'm just going to have the wrong names under the wrong pictures until he gets here. So Willow had asked to go to basically the merchant district. Specifically, did you mention specifically what you wanted to find in the merchant district, or just general shopping?
I think all she got out was trade because she's still very,
Okay.
yeah. So,
So the porter goes, "Oh, certainly, madam. We have uh, the trade. Uh, the trade market is a fairly large area, and there are some more specialty shops littered around the various uh, living areas and various suburbs of the city. Was there something in particular you were looking for? Perhaps magical artifacts or sustenance, trinkets, things of value, weaponry?
um, I mean, magical,
Certainly,
sure.
I can take you to the Mystic Arcanum. It's our magic, wondrous items, various magic accoutrement district. If you would follow me this way, and he starts to kind of walk off while kind of gesturing to ensure that you guys are following. Fade seems unnaturally silent and probably will be for another 5 minutes as he contemplates his place in the world and his player actually gets here. Uh, so, yeah, he starts to walk off and kind of waits for you guys to join him. I'm assuming you follow.
Willow follows and is just like nervously like wringing her hands and
Okay.
playing with the dagger at her belt, just kind of overwhelmed but following.
All right. Avok, Kata. You watch as Willow starts walking away.
Whatever. Avok follows. He's just like everything. He's just not. He's not gonna let Willow go on around. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Kata also follows, wondering if what we did was the right thing.
Okay. So as you guys are walking through the town, you do get it's hard not to notice the various people kind of balking at you and looking at you strangely and things like that. But the your guide seems to be doing his best to just ignore it as he kind of takes you down different streets like he walks with such confidence. It's like he's made this trip 1,000 times. And he very quickly takes you through different streets and things like that. And eventually you come to a relatively large building with probably about, from what you guys can see from where you are, you can see about 4 doors that are evenly spaced. And the building itself is circular. So if the pattern follows, you think there's probably about 8 doors into this building. And it's not incredibly massive, probably like 50 by 50. So having that many doors seems kind of awkward. And they're not doors, I'm sorry, they're doorways. They're just like arches where you could put a door, but they're open. And you see people regularly just kind of going in and out of these doors. And so your guide kind of comes to it and goes, "This is one of the teleportation hubs. We will use it to get to the Mystic Arcanum much faster. Otherwise, it would take us the better part of a day to get all the way there. So, if you would step inside."
Willow just nods and
Okay.
just follows.
So as you guys step inside, the hairs on the back of your head immediately kind of raise, and you can feel this strong feeling of just magic all around you. And you see teleportation circles everywhere in this building. And you can see by every one of them, there is a mage there who people will come up, talk to the mage, hand over coin, and then he'll say something and they just kind of vanish. And so your guide kind of takes you guys over to one of the side ones. And you can see kind of hanging above each one, there's a little banner. And the banner hanging above this one has kind of like a shine symbol, kind of like a glint symbol you would see in a Michael Bay film. Lens flare and a coin. And the guide goes over, has a very quick conversation with the person, and then kind of motions for you guys to follow him. And as you come over, he goes, "Everyone, please step on the teleportation circle. Please keep all hands, feet, and other items inside the circle for the entire portion of the teleportation journey for your own safety and to ensure that nothing is lost during the trip." And as he says that, you guys feel the now kind of familiar feeling you've been getting for a while of transporting. And the next thing you know, you seem to be in a very similar room, but the man standing next to the portal is a woman now. And outside, the sounds sound slightly different. And as the guide welcomes you outside, you are welcomed to a completely different part of the city. And as you look around, you can see shops with floating spires in front of them and animated statues and things like that, showing off cloaks and wands and other things like that. And Fade is here. Now everybody's name lines up. And Fade seems to be coming out of his trance as soon as Roll20 allows him to load in. It's another one of the gods from the Pantheon is the god Roll20. Anyway, and you see various people going in and out of shops, carrying some items that look very, very strange, other items that look very interesting. But it's obvious to everyone, all of you, that you are just surrounded by magic in general. So your guide kind of turns to you and goes, "Is there anything particular you would like to look for, or would you prefer to just window shop for a while?" I'm going to real quick refresh to see if I can get Fade. Hold, please. And now I've lost Kata. Of course.
Oh. I see Katie, but I don't see Mike.
I don't have Mike
I see
either.
anyone but Mike. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming. Okay.
Can everyone just hit the reconnect button real quick? There's Katie.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, we've lost David.
Oh God. Here we go
You
again.
guys really don't need Avok, do you?
My guys. Now I can't see either of them.
Give a sec. Technical difficulties are lovely, everyone.
Yeah. Live, everyone.
Willow, do you see Avok?
Nope. I have a picture.
It's a nice picture. Don't get me wrong.
It's an old picture.
I'm gonna hit reconnect real quick. Oh, there he is. All right. Well,
Yeah.
when Fade shows up, Fade shows up.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, yeah. He asked, is there what would you like to do, guys? There are literally magic shops going for blocks here.
Okay.
You probably find just about anything you're looking for, depending on the rarity and the specific purpose. Like, probably not going to find a Hand of Vecna here, but
I was hoping not to.
Yeah, hopefully not.
No, unless we come across the crazy red dragonborn, then yeah.
Out of character for a sec.
hey, Fade. Your guide has taken you to the Mystic Arcanum, which is the magic items district, basically.
Dig it.
And you guys are surrounded by stores. Lots of stores.
It's a shopping episode.
Yay! We
Wait.
finally had something to spend money on.
A shopping episode. What is that?
It's only taken you guys almost 3 years to get to the point where you could buy something. And that, folks, is called good design.
Jody.
So,
Out of character.
sure.
I was just say, I would say, I would love to find something that would bump Willow's AC.
Say,
It's 10.
I didn't get that. What'd you say?
I would love to find something that would bump Willow's AC because she has an AC of 10. That's the thing I would look for first for me. I don't know what you guys are interested in looking for.
So you can say you can tell him that you're looking for things
sure,
that
I
could
just
be
wanna-
more defensive in nature.
Us to just quickly discuss where we were
Sure.
trying to head to.
I mean, if you want to go in character and converse with us, go right
Oh, sure,
ahead.
that's fine.
Yeah.
If the guy goes, if you would like to speak amongst yourselves, we should probably step away from the gateway to allow other traffic to pass.
Oh, sorry.
We can step right over here. And he just kind of takes you to beside one of the shops, just kind of out of the direct line of traffic. I will be right over here as soon as you need me. And he steps away far enough to give you guys a little privacy. There's enough noise from people walking around and talking that you don't need to try to be quiet.
So you wanted to come here?
I don't know. I needed something to do. My head's. Whew, there's a lot happening. I don't know. I guess I could use something that would be better protection. I can't really wear armor.
That makes sense. I kind of need new weapon.
Okay.
And there goes my dropped frames.
If something. But anyways, right now I just want to find the nearest bottle to drown. Either that, or find me in an arena so I can beat the shit out of something.
I will be looking for a flask of unlimited alcohol for Avok as a present or something.
You're such an enabler.
I will have to see if I can find one of those. Where's my Dungeon Master's Guide?
Just do the decanter of endless water and replace the water with alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh no, they have the thing that you can make mayonnaise out of. It makes ale too.
Oh, that's
the
right.
alchemy jar.
There you are. I forgot about that little sucker.
Hmm.
Or
Regardless.
you
Anyways,
guys, as you're standing there, you find a deck with.
No.
don't you dare!
No, you
Don't you
dare!
fucking dare!
No!
Give me. I will draw 10.
Why doesn't it say? It should say how many cards are in the damn deck. I can never remember.
52, I think. Or
No,
26.
the deck of many things is not a full.
Fewer. Yeah.
I only need 6. I'll make it happen with 6. Come on.
No deck of many things.
Thank God.
Don't destroy your world.
Anyway, so do you guys want to motion over your guide?
Yeah.
Okay. So it comes over. So what would you like to find? I can guide you towards some of the more reputable shops, or if you would prefer something perhaps more in your price range, this tends to be one of the more expensive areas of more affluent areas of the Mystic Arcanum. But it is entirely up to you.
Have you ever heard of Scratch and Dent?
I'm familiar with the words, though not particularly in that specific order.
Okay, just checking.
Are they supposed to mean something, that phrase?
I want to find the stuff that falls off the back of a truck. I mean wagon.
As you say that, he kind of just, I understand completely. If you would follow me, and he just walks kind of dejectedly.
Oh.
And
Wait, hold on. Why are you looking so sad, friend? If you want to
No
shop
reason.
up here.
no reason at all. I don't make commission off this or anything like that.
Well,
And
that's
he
too
walks.
bad for you.
He walks you guys around, and you guys walk for about an hour and a half through various places, and you guys watch kind of the economics of the area slowly get lower and lower and lower, and eventually you get to a place where you can see there's some taverns around. Like you guys have gone, you've gone to the a part of the city where it's not entirely just shops. You've passed a tavern or two. You can see a couple like dwellings and things like that, and eventually you come to a place with a door that's like slightly hanging off its hinges, not to the point where it doesn't work. It's just slightly off, and you can see there's a sign above it that just has the word magic written in Elvish, misspelled. Are you going to be causing me issues all night? Is that what it is? Sorry, I keep dropping frames.
It's okay.
All right. So your guide kind of motions towards the door and goes, "After you."
Thank you.
As you come in, you guys are hit with a wave of incense. And as you come into the shop, it's very cluttered. You can see there are items in random places, and there's the shelves are kind of overflowing in some places, and in the back you can see a kind of rotund-looking human. It looks like he's having a valiant battle with his accounting books, as he's desperately trying to arrange papers and things like that and keep them from falling. Why do you keep doing this? Oh, I bet I know why. Are you doing bad things, Steam, right now? I don't need you on Steam. Okay, we can go here. Have I lost everything? Alright, we're going to go here. Why do you keep changing the bandwidth? Sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone.
Who'd you hand it to?
Hi.
Hello.
That was weird.
So, famous. That's something that could change the game a little for us.
I'm sorry, I lost everything for a second there. What did Fade want? Seriously? Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright, output.
Oh, never mind.
Video.
I mean, I would have handed all the money off to you guys when she paid
Oh.
us.
Did we split it, or did we have like?
I have none. I would have just handed the bag to one of you.
Who'd
Alright,
you hand it to?
Oh, okay.
How much platinum do we have again?
5,000.
Thank you. So one of us is holding 5,000. I'm gonna assume I am because I'm probably the only one who could lift the bag.
Probably true. It'd be the size of Willow.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, we need one of those things. The bags that put
Oh,
everything in it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I have
so as you
5,000.
guys,
Bag of holding.
so as you guys come into the shop, the rotund man kind of, gets slightly surprised and looks around and goes, oh, and kind of slips and falls, and you hear a crash in the background, and then you hear him scampering a little bit. He's like, hello! It is wonderful to see everyone in my shop. I am Sven. This is Sven's Magic Items. Welcome. Do not
Sven.
worry, I am completely fine. I do that all the time for fun. That's what all the padding is for. If you look for magic items, you come to Sven.
Sven, my dude.
My dude.
We have a
My
wizard.
dude is not my name. It is Sven Vital Carbonsfide.
Vital Compenspied.
Yes, that is Sven's last. Most people just call me Sven. If I drop one more frame, I am going to kill people. For those of you watching on the interwebs, we will be right back after I fix the streaming. Hold, please.